Hello everyone, it's me, Maria Peterson. How's it going? It's another meal prep day and I've got one that's pretty quick and easy. I am out of my meal preps. I've been out for a few days and I can tell my eating habits just aren't as great. I'm making choices that I wouldn't normally if I had ready-made food, so I'm very excited to get everything together. I am going to be doing a ranch chicken meal prep. And it's chicken and broccoli. It looks really, really good and I'm really excited to try it. And then I'm going to make some peanut butter banana muffins for like breakfasty and snacky kind of things. I do have an Instacart Costco delivery that is going to come and I'm gonna show you that, and it's going to have like snacks and things that me and my family use throughout the week, just to maybe give you some ideas of what I do to get by and survive as a mom and also try to eat well. If you're new here, my name is Maria Peterson. I am a certified personal trainer. I love to talk about food. I mostly do like cleaning and organization videos, motivation for things like that, and mom life, but I do a weekly meal prep every week just to share that with you, give you motivation, because I know it helps me. So if you're new here, hello. If you're not, welcome back. And don't forget to make sure that you like and are subscribed to my channel, and let's get started. Okay, here are our ingredients. And of course, I'm cooking. If you are new here, I'm not great at following recipes and I go rogue pretty regularly. So the recipe called for russet potatoes and I had golden, so that's what we're doing. I'm gonna use chicken tenders. I'm going to use my air fryer to cook these. I have a big sack of broccoli that I'm gonna chop up and roast in the oven along with the potatoes. And then I have my seasonings. I'm gonna have to get creative a little bit, but that's the fun of cooking, right? And then I don't like regular ranch. I'm going to make some with some just plain yogurt. This is my favorite yogurt. The ingredients are awesome. And just some ranch seasoning. I switch between just your good Hidden Valley ranch seasoning, and sometimes I use the Trader Joe's one too. It's really good. So that's it. Minimal ingredients. I just need to use the oven and the air fryer, and it should cook up pretty well, I'm assuming. Wouldn't be a Rhea video with food in it if I didn't forget ingredients when I showed them to you. Forgot olive oil and Parmesan. These are very key ingredients, so sorry about that. It is time for the maiden voyage of my chopper. I'm very excited. This is a much anticipated moment for me, so I'm gonna put it together. I will link the one that I have in the description, so if it goes great and you're intrigued, you can look at it, and if it goes terribly wrong, you know which one not to buy. So I'm going to get the potatoes cut into smaller pieces, and then we're gonna experience this together. Oh, simple minds. That's so fun. Oh, it was so fast. This is awesome. Very excited. This thing is awesome, worth every penny. And I didn't even spend that many pennies on it. This is awesome. I'm gonna save so much time. Okay, so I'm gonna mix up the seasonings for the potatoes. The oven is preheating. Once that's up to heat, we'll get the potatoes going and then work on the broccoli and then the chicken. know that I talk all the time about how I am going rogue and changing a recipe, and that is kind of what keeps cooking interesting for me and fun and keeps me coming back. I know I could come up with these things on my own, but honestly, I'm very much a person that needs a bit of a blueprint and guidance to get me started, and then I start getting more creative with what I am working with. And so I still often need a recipe. I need like a bare bones idea, and then I just kind of take it from there. Sometimes I will follow a recipe all the way through, but for the most part, there's at least one change that I have made, and I know I am not alone in that. Like I always say, make it work with what you have. But along with that, as a personal trainer, like we're getting into the time of year where I hear a lot of people talking about how discouraged they are or disappointed they are with themselves because they, enjoyed themselves and had a holiday dessert. And there are no bad choices. I think it's just really important to find balance in your diet. The holidays are meant to be enjoyed, and I really just feel so sad when people are so hard on themselves. When you have meal prepped foods, vegetables, things that you know you will like in your refrigerator, you are more likely to make those choices and feel more satiated, but definitely enjoy yourself too. There's always a way to find balance so you can have the best of both worlds. I recognize that not everyone has two ovens, so this is an advantage that I have. So that I can cook my potatoes and my broccoli at the same time. Otherwise, you'd have to rotate it or make less and just do 2 pans in there. But I can't fit both of these in there, and I want them all to just be done. So I'm gonna take advantage of my advantage. True to form, the recipe calls for chicken breasts. I'm going to use chicken tenders, and it tells you to cook it in a skillet. I don't want to dirty up my skillet, so I'm going to dirty up my air fryer instead. So I'm going to season these. I also, because it calls for this like garlic seasoning that I don't have and I don't care to make or buy, so I'm just going to use what I have. And the meal itself doesn't actually have ranch in it. You dip it in ranch. But I'm going to season my chicken with a little bit of ranch seasoning in addition to everything else. If it works out, I'll write it down. If it doesn't work out, this will be a good lesson in what not to do, I guess. It should be really good though. It's just ranch chicken. It'll be fine. I mostly measured with my heart, but rough estimate, I did about a tablespoon of ranch seasoning, salt and pepper to taste, and then probably about a teaspoon of garlic powder, and it was perfect. All of the veggies are out of the oven. I typically will turn on the broil for a little bit just to help them get a little bit more crispy, but they came together really, really quickly. And now I'm working on my ranch dressing. That's probably about a half a cup of yogurt, and then I did a couple of splashes of milk, a tablespoon of the ranch seasoning, and then just kind of mixed it all together. And it was really quick and easy. If you wanted something a little tangier, you could put a little bit of lemon juice in there. But for the most part, I just do yogurt, a little bit of milk, and ranch seasoning. And it's a really light, delicious ranch dressing that is actually really affordable, and you can keep it in your fridge all the time. This one was really good. My one suggestion might be to chop up the chicken a little bit before putting it in there, but otherwise, especially with that vegetable chopper, it turned out really good. So here is the haul. It is getting into the beginning of the month, so it's a little bigger than usual, but I sat down and planned my meals for the week and kind of looked at our schedule to see what we might need and then chose accordingly. So for all of our produce, I'm not doing a bunch of like lunchy meal prep this time because I was feeling salads. And so I'm going to chop up a bunch of bell peppers. Callum really wanted to try these little cocktail cucumbers, so we'll chop up some of those. And just have a lot of fresh things on hand to just throw together like a quick salad at lunch. Sweet potatoes, we like to roast them a lot, so I needed to refill or restock on those. And then we always have grapes around. And I got this just to make dinners easier. I know it's funny because I already have most of these ingredients, but stuff like this is really handy on nights where maybe I forgot that, you know, we had to have dinner again because it's an everyday thing. So I like to have frozen vegetables on hand, and instead of just regular broccoli, I decided to restock with this instead. It looked really good and I'm actually really excited for it. A few things to make my life easier as a mom. I was trying to make mayonnaise, but my kids weren't eating it, so I just went back to our old tried and true. We make homemade pizzas a lot and little strombolis for their lunches, so I needed more cheese. And then turkey breast, we always have that around and we're out. I got these for snacks for me and Connor. I usually will have like cheese and crackers or something as a snack during the day, but with the schedules and pickups and everything, especially for this, she's very happy. She got a balloon today. I needed something a little more convenient, and these were on sale at Costco, so I thought I'd give them a try. This is definitely more of like a bougie thing. I don't normally buy stuff like this because I can just make it on my own and it's usually cheaper. But I thought I'd give it a try just to see. Sometimes it's nice to make it easier on yourself, especially when you're really busy. So got that for snacks. And then we just need more eggs and meat sticks. These were on sale too. I don't normally buy them when they're not on sale because they're not cheap, but I mean, the ingredients are really good and I love knowing like what is in my food. So we restocked on those, and then I'm going to do pot roast. This thing is massive and expensive, but I'm going to make multiple meals out of this for the crock pot. I've been doing a doubling thing where I make one that day and double it and put the other one in the freezer for another week, and it's awesome. I love doing that. And then just other mom life stuff. My kids make waffles in the morning, live off of goldfish and applesauce and corn chips. So there we go. That is the haul. I'm not using most of this for my meal prep, which is funny to me, but this is what showed up at my door. Thanks, Instacart. Here's the fridge. I've got all of my meal preps there in the corner, and then I did chop up my vegetables. I thought I'd pressed record on my camera, but it didn't, so you don't get to see me chop up all of the peppers, but it was really, really quick, the fastest it's ever taken me. I think I got everything done in like 3 minutes. I am going to time myself next time, but I have all of these healthy options so that I can very easily throw together a salad and use my homemade ranch, or another favorite of mine is a drizzle of balsamic vinegar and just salt and cracked pepper, but I just throw in what I want. There is our snack. They were okay. Like I said, I wouldn't buy them again, but Connor did like them, so I might buy them if he wants them. But there's the fridge, and let's move on to our peanut butter banana muffins. So I make banana bread on here a lot. This time I'm doing muffins and I'm working in peanut butter. These ones my kids loved. I typically have a couple of bananas that need to be used up, and so we always just make some type of bread. I did sub in einkorn flour instead of just regular flour. It's still like a glutinous flour, but it has a lot less gluten in it. It has not been changed nearly as much as a lot of the flour that you can get in the grocery store. It's a really great option. I have a mild gluten sensitivity. I get really bloated when I have it. TMI, sorry. So I try to use this to sub when I want something and I still want that glutinous texture that only regular flour can give. I didn't have enough though, so I did have to sub in some of my gluten-free flour, but it still turned out really good. Well, we have the sous chef, Miss Alice, helping. I used just regular yogurt. I typically sub the plain Too Good yogurt for anything that calls for sour cream to give that nice yummy moisture. And then I don't mash my bananas. I just blend them in there. I think that it's a useless step, in my opinion, and I hope I don't offend anybody with that. These turned out really good and my kids loved them. Very happy with these ones. But that is everything that I have for you. I hope that this video gave you some ideas or motivation to do your meal prepping. We are getting into the end of the year. I know people typically start in January, but honestly, it is never too early to start making good habits. That is one of the biggest things, is getting into the habit of doing it. And I hope that this video helps you. I'm going to continue posting my personal meal prep every other week, and then on the off weeks I am posting more like crock pot meals, things for family meal planning and prepping. So make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss those. But otherwise, that is everything. I'm so glad you are here, and I will see you next time. Bye.